welcome back to Jack Hill's Castle. Today we're here with some Christmas trees and Hallmark ornaments.
All right, we got a mountain of ornaments here. We've got some in tubs that I've used before. We've got a ton of them that are still in the boxes. We only do this once every 2 or 3 years because it's so much work. But as far as I can tell, as far as I've looked up, this is the complete set of the Hallmark Star Wars ornaments. We've got all the exclusives, the Comic-Cons, the New York Comic-Cons, all those. And I think they're pretty much ready to go. So we're going to open them all up, see what we've got, and then I guess we're going to get them on these trees. You're going to be a big help doing this, right?
No.
What do you mean?
I might help a little bit.
Well,
not a lot, though.
Maybe Pickles can help.
He's like,
so
now.
What you're telling me is that you're going to go to school and you're going to leave me here to do all the work.
I might help you a little bit.
Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. I'm not counting on it. Let's get to work. Okay, so I managed to get them all out. Unboxed the ones I hadn't unboxed yet and got the others out of the bin. I think I found them all. It's a little hard to tell when there are this many of them. I don't know exactly how many of them there are, but there are clearly a lot. You can kind of see up here, we've got the ones that were the mystery colors. The Stormtrooper helmet and the BB-8 they did a few years back. The exclusives, the San Diego Comic-Con one and all those are all mixed in here. There's the Bounty Hunters. Let's see what else we got here. The Celebration ones down here in the front. And this gigantic, this is a newer one, this Millennium Falcon. This thing weighs a ton. I don't even know if that's gonna hang on a tree branch, but I guess we'll find out. Here are the older San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, the droids, and then you've got the Clone Trooper ones up here. They've made some really nice ones over the years, but my God, there's a million of them now. And coming up in the back here, they've got the newer talking ones. We'll get all those hooked up so you can see them. Got all the Lego ones. Got some more of the ships down here on the end. Okay, so we are moving on from the big trees to the mini trees here. I've got all the ornaments laid out. Not very neatly, but they're laid out. Got the tree topper here. And as far like the big ones, as far as I can tell, this is the complete set. And somehow I've got to fit them all on this very tiny tree. Got the trees all going. Got some of the lights on them. So I think it's time to start hanging.
Okay, so we have almost all of the ornaments on, but we have this one.
Who is it?
BB-8 Lego.
Lego BB-8. All right, find a good spot for him.
I think it'd be a good spot kind of over by
All right.
him. So I'll put him right there.
Final ornament. So, what do you think?
I think this is really cool.
Should we give everyone a little bit closer look at what we got?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so we'll start with the mini tree over here. We got the Death Star topper on there, just like on the big trees. This one doesn't light up or anything, unfortunately. I did find a couple more after I started putting this one up. You'll be able to see on the other side here, I found a couple Yoda ones. But I think I had most of them out when I showed them laying on the table here. They did all fit. I was a little surprised because there was an awful lot of them. And we do have the Yoda tree skirt down here. But if I get any more, I think it's going to be time for a little bit bigger tree. Okay, over here on the wreath, we've got, I believe they were called storytellers, all of the ships hanging up here. Works really well because you can see them all good this way. Okay, let's take a little bit of a closer look at each tree here. Start with the black one here. Got the Yoda tree topper up there. And I do try to, when I'm hanging them up, choose the ornaments that'll show up best on the tree. A couple times I've done it where I just put whichever ornaments, and some of them just, they disappear, you know, depending on what color they are. We've got the Stormtrooper lights on here. And there's the gigantic Millennium Falcon. I had to kind of balance it back there on some branches because it's so heavy. And down here on the bottom, we've got the Hallmark tree skirt, which is awesome. I wish they'd make a couple different ones. Be nice to have 2 more for the other trees. And I believe it will interact with the old Death Star. I don't know if it'll interact with the new one, but because the trees spin, I can't plug the cord into the topper or else it'll get all twisted up in the tree. So, and these the spinning bases, you can, you know, stop them, make them turn the other way. They're really cool. They work great for this because you can put ornaments all the way around the tree, and when you've got this many, you kind of need that extra space. Okay, let's move over to the silver one here. This is the one with the storyteller set on here. Let's take a quick look at that.
Transmissions were beamed to the ship by rebel spies. I want to know what happened to the plans they sent you. I don't know what you're talking about.
And they all talk and interact. There's several different scenes, so it kind of depends on which scene you've, you know, got going and who's going to talk when. You got Han and Chewie up there, C-3PO and R2-D2. You got Luke, Vader, Obi-Wan, and Leia here. And looking at the cord, I believe there was 1 spot left, so it wouldn't shock me if next year maybe they made 1 more to go with the set. A Stormtrooper would have been kind of cool. So on this one also, I try and put some of the more rare ornaments on it just because it's kind of in the back corner. I'm hoping that means the dogs won't get back there and knock it over. You never know. This one is kind of tricky because of the silver to get the ornaments to stand out on it. They do tend to disappear in here a little bit more. And we put the Santa Yoda lights on it. And then down here for the tree skirt, we've got the Merry Sithmas. Okay, and onto the red one over here. We've got Yoda standing up here on top of it. I believe this is the one, yeah, that has all the Lego ornaments on it. This is the one that has the new BB-8 one on it this year. We did put the standing Yoda lights on it. And all the way down here on the bottom, you can see we've got the other Star Wars tree skirt. And there's not much room. But there's a few spots left, so I think maybe 1, maybe 2 more years worth of ornaments, and it's gonna be time to look at adding a 4th tree.
Okay, so as you can see, we have a lot of ornaments.
I'm exhausted now. Do I get to take like a 2-year break from the Star Wars ornaments?
Possibly.
Okay, well, if we keep buying them, we'll be back in a couple of years. Keep an eye out. Please like and subscribe.
Bye.